Howdy, everybody. Happy New Year. We are back from
Happiest
our
of
holiday
years.
break. It is, I'm not wearing a watch right now. It's incredibly fucking early. I mean, it's 11 o'clock, if I'm being honest. That's not that early.
10:58.
It's not that early, but I've been up for 2 hours, and I was just told before we started recording, I was giving no energy and bad mood all morning.
I've been trying to talk to this man
I-
all morning. I got up. Well, he got up before me,
I've been up
showered and
longer
everything.
than you, and I still am in a worse mood than you.
Yeah, he got up, showered before me, and then woke me up because I told him I was like, I'm probably not gonna wake up to my alarm. So he woke me up. I get up, I shower, I take my long shower because I normally like to take showers in the morning, like really early, because I have more time to just be in there and wake up and stuff. And even after my long shower, I'm rejuvenated. I come out, I have my coffee. I'm trying to talk to him.
You came out here, I was setting up, and you started playing music. I wanted to punch you in the throat.
Yeah, bro, I'm up.
I'm not.
I showered. I raw dogged the shower, no music. I needed music out here, okay?
I've tried to explain it to you before. When I was at high school, I woke up at 3:45 in the morning for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I need minimum 2 hours by myself before I can talk to another person because I am in a horrible mood and I am not awake for the first 2-3 hours I'm awake.
I'm not a morning person either, but honestly, for me, it usually just takes a car ride. Like for work, because it's usually in the morning, a 30-minute drive. So I just take my 30-minute drive to work and that's all I need. And then I get to work and I probably avoid I'll have the energy for my managers at that point because I need to speak to them. But my coworkers, it takes a good 30 minutes to an hour. So I guess I'll say an hour into the day in the morning is what I need.
And two
of like little to nothing.
More like
sometimes not even music. I'll raw dog the car ride because sometimes I'm like, I can't even listen to music right now.
I'm still like.
But planes suck.
Actively in a bad mood right now. Just because I'm just tired. I'm also on 5 hours of sleep, which normally I'm at an 8 or a 9.
You know who's also on 5 hours of sleep? Me.
Yeah, but you're up and you're chipper and you're woo. We were also fucking up late because you were
even more so. I was filming a self-tape that you had a camera to point and write some lines.
Oh, well, I helped you pick the outfit
I had to perform my heart out and give an Oscar-worthy fucking performance.
3 a.m.
At 3 in the morning.
I also helped you. I was your wardrobe.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Because you would have been wearing a fucking gray sweater with a white collar, and I was like, this doesn't happen.
Can't say what the wardrobe or what this is for, but this man did cook on my audition. I will say he really did make me look the part. I gotta say, I do appreciate you for that one.
All right. Anyways, so
even the props master and everything, he's like, hey,
hold this.
Do you have this? Hold this. And I'm like, shit, okay, let me go see if I got this real quick. And I'm just like, he's pulling out the props and everything.
What I'm doing. Do you have the picture of the side of your head still?
Of the side of my head?
From the belt. Do you have that picture still?
I might.
We can't post. We probably could post it. We'll post it. Follow him on Instagram.
I don't want to post that.
He'll post it eventually. It's pretty fucking funny.
I'll post it eventually. Just right now, that does not.
It's pretty funny. But anyways, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
You got back yesterday.
Happy holidays. We already said Merry Christmas the last episode, but Happy New Year.
You got back yesterday.
Yes. You did.
And I was in Iowa for 3 weeks. We can dive right into it. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year?
My Christmas was kind of crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, what else?
Well, can I talk? Don't cut me off, asshole. My Christmas was pretty crazy because I always celebrate it on the eve. I know I know a lot of people do the eve. Some people do the Christmas, but I've just always done like the presents, the dinner, eve, and then Christmas Day. I usually do literally nothing. So I end up working because I'm like, shit, double pay. Why not?
Yeah.
So I literally essentially got there on eve because I left the 23rd.
Jesus.
But I arrived there at damn near like 1 a.m. So I was pretty much getting there on Christmas Eve, woke up, already having to start doing my Christmas Eve plans, showering, getting ready.
Fuck that.
But I mean, we had some leeway before the dinner because the dinner wasn't until 6, and we woke up probably like, I don't know, 11, 12. So I had some time to chill with my brother. We played some Indiana Jones, hung out.
Is that good?
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
Is it like Uncharted? I know it's first person.
I've never actually played Uncharted, so I don't know what type of game it's like. I've never had a PlayStation.
That's true.
I was an Xbox, but I still have Xbox. But yeah, like it's just So yeah, I don't know the gameplay of Uncharted, so I don't know if it's like the game, but it's very.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Well, I don't know.
No. It's like the game is like an Indiana Jones movie.
Oh yes. The game just feels like an Indiana Jones movie, not just because of the gameplay and like you have the classic whip and his gun and all that, but like Tom Baker, phenomenal fucking voice actor. Phenomenal voice actor.
I don't think that's his name.
It's
something Baker. I don't think it's Tom.
It's Tom Baker. I'm pretty sure.
Isn't it Brad Baker?
No.
Hold on.
I'm gonna fact check this.
Anyways, sorry not to go off on that tangent.
Oh fuck. The same thing happened on Christmas, but it wasn't me. Okay, I'll give some context.
What's his name?
Let me give some context to what I just sparked in my head. My brother's roommate said the same thing. Tom Baker's the fourth Doctor from Doctor Who, like really, really old classic series. Okay. But I was thinking of Troy
Baker, that's right.
I was thinking of Troy Baker, but in my head, I had that interaction of him saying Tom Baker.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Troy Baker.
So we were both
just sounds so fucking close to Indiana Jones or to Harrison Ford that like I literally didn't know until a couple hours in. I was like, wait, this isn't him? Because there's a little obviously like pieces of his voice that's Troy Baker, and
he's not
Harrison Ford,
an
but
incredible voice actor.
But he's incredible, so he can really mimic the voice of Harrison Ford pretty well. But there was a couple things that I was like, oh, I don't know about that. But like even to just the ad libs of him being hit by somebody, or like the sound effects and stuff, like the grunts, him falling and stuff, him like cracking the whip and all that, punching people. The punching sounds like the classic.
It's a good fun game.
Shut up.
It's early. I apologize.
But like even the sound effects of you punching people is like a whoopsh, whoopsh, and then when you punch them out is like cheesy. A knockout sound from the cheesy old like. It's just great. I really really do love it, and it just honestly like it captures the spirit of what The Last Crusade had, and it's obviously the best movie, of course.
Correct.
So it just like it feels like I'm playing The Last Crusade. Like it feels like because I'm pretty sure this is in between that too. I think this is in between Doom and Crusade, canonically, or however you say that word.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so I think that's why it has that kind of feel. But I haven't even gotten that far in because there's so much side missions
it's really
and stuff.
long.
Yeah, there's so many side missions to do on top of that, like, and it's open worldy as well that like I just get so distracted. I'm like, oh, what's this over here? And then I'm like, I find a note that's like a side mission. So then I'm doing side quests and getting XP from it. And then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done the main mission in like 4 hours. So like it's fun, but like I'm just enjoying it. I struggle with open world games because I have so much fun with all the side missions because I'm like, I want to build up my character as much as I can in the XP before the end of the game versus doing all that afterwards because then I have more fun in the boss fights because I'm more powerful and stuff. So like for Harry Potter, like I liked to level up and get all the curse spells and I haven't even finished the third trial. Some people wouldn't even get the first curse spell until like the third trial. So I'm just like, I could have finished Hogwarts a year ago, but I just spent so much time doing side missions that eventually I was like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And I stopped playing.
So you got to Texas, hanging out with your brother.
Yes, played Indiana Jones, and then just kind of chilled, unpacked a little bit, cleaned up my room, or tidied up my room with what I brought and everything. And then my mom had left a really nice surprise gift for me and my brother, so we just kind of did gift exchange.
Because they weren't there.
Yeah, they weren't there. They were in Mexico. I just could not afford to go to Mexico.
Yeah, I don't blame
So
you.
the only thing I could afford was go to Texas. But it was so nice. I got to see friends, family, amazing people, amazing time.
Good.
So it was very nice. But yeah, Christmas was very, very chaotic at night for like the first 10, 15 minutes as it always is. And then everything was just fine. Just seeing a childhood aunt, but like friend of my mom. That's my aunt.
I've got those too.
Yeah, so it was like an aunt that I went to go visit, but my friend Diego, I haven't seen in forever. So it was nice to talk to him. And yeah, it was very, very good food. New Year's, though, I got very drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I kind of refrained. I don't know. No, Christmas Day, I went to my friend Christos' party with, just the greatest people there. And you know who was there, your favorite person.
Move the fuck on, you asshole.
Yeah, so it was really fun hanging out with her and, just
hearing
all about the great things she's been doing lately.
Move
catching
on.
up. So,
all right, so my New Year's Eve.
But, yeah, eventually at the end of the night, we all just start getting into drinking games, as it always goes. And probably an hour before she leaves, we were like, well, she didn't drink much because she had to drive.
Yeah.
But everyone else was drinking pretty heavily and got Ubers at the end. But like, I think damn near an hour after. I'm not even saying this now to just keep doing the bit. It's just like literally how I'm doing the timeline in my head.
Also, they're not aware. This is just a bit between us that we're not going to let them know about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. This is great. But yeah, like probably an hour after she left, I just start pounding bottles of wine and I'm just gone.
When you text me, I
walk.
thought you were...
Yeah, I was doing pretty good on the text. I was sounding coherent. Snapchats are always the ones I don't remember.
And
I go into
snap
my I don't post on my story. I don't post on my private story, so I don't ever get worried about like waking up to some crazy shit. But it's always in my memories. I'll just like record a funny snap.
Oh God.
And then I save it to my memories because I'm like, I know I'm not gonna remember this in the morning if I get that drunk. So I just save it to my memories and I'm like, I'll laugh in the morning. But I recorded so much shit that I just did not remember. It was literally just videos of like me not saying anything, just deadpan and just like music playing in the background. And I'm just like,
were you on fucking...
no, I was
like,
just so drunk. Like
God damn.
That was probably the most drunk I had been before New Year's, of course, in like a long ass time. So it had been a minute since I drank that much. Because it was just like they were making us cocktails and stuff, so it wasn't just straight beer that I don't really care for, or like I wasn't just drinking wine. Like they were making mixed drinks and
she
cocktails.
Posted a fucking picture, and I was like, he's there.
Yes, sir, I was.
I fucking hate you. But
I just love that I'm gonna gatekeep this forever, and you're just never gonna meet her.
You.
This isn't even like a love interest or anything like that that we're like fighting over, guys. It's literally just a friend of mine that I have.
It's a long story that
well-known,
they don't need to know about. No,
make the
don't
term,
tell them.
Whatever.
Don't
but
tell them.
like, he's just never met her, and he's super jealous when I talk about the one time a fucking year that I see her.
Still,
and it's just a fun running bit. Yeah,
it's
what that is.
Anyways, so my Christmas Iowa was fine. It was fucking freezing. It was whatever.
How cold? What's the temp?
Like 10, 20 the whole time I was there.
Okay. Not bad.
It didn't snow at all. We had an ice storm once. I think that was it. But my New Year's Eve, I got back 2 days before New Year's Eve because the plan was originally I was gonna get back. The next day was New Year's Eve, and I was gonna get you New Year's Day. On New Year's Eve, I text Keanu and he was like, "You can come hang out with my family." And I was like, "That's kind of far," because where his family lives.
He's kind of far.
Yeah. And I was just like, "Go to a karaoke bar down the street. Might as well."
By yourself?
No, I went with Rajiv,
okay.
And there were a shit ton of people there. And I sang. I didn't drink that much because I'm so. Like, I hate drinking in public because I get so paranoid about, like, I'm such a control freak, as you know. And, like, I want to always be the one that's driving. So going out and drinking and then driving.
Yeah. I always know that if I'm drinking, I'm never going to be the DD. Because I know my limits. So, like, I know when I'm damn near about blacking out. That's why, like, when I'm at a friend's house, I'm okay with it. Because I'm like, if I do.
sleep on the couch,
I sleep on the couch. But if I'm out in public, like, I don't want to be that friend that, like, is
drives
stuck
drunk
in the bathroom throwing up and people are trying to leave and they're, like,
Yeah.
they're closing and I'm still just on the floor. Like, I don't want to ever deal with that. So I've known my limits and I quit before. But, like, I don't know. I love being drunk in public. It's so much fun.
Oh, God. Being drunk on an airport.
Public intoxication is my favorite crime.
Anyways, so I drove, but was like, I'm not going to drink that much. I had 2 beers and a rum and Coke, which is over like the course of like 4 hours.
Actually, no, sorry, Jack and Coke is gross. Rum and Coke is good.
Over the course of like 4 hours. So that's nothing. Even for my lightweight self, that's nothing. And I sang twice. The fucking thing about that karaoke.
Was it like a public karaoke bar or one of those like cubicle ones?
It was a public one.
Okay.
It was you weren't here New Year's Eve. It was so foggy in Burbank. Like you could not see more than
all I was seeing was TikToks of people on Christmas Day and New Year's driving on the highway and being like, "This is the most free, guys. Go out and drive. There's no one on the road, no traffic."
No.
I'm like, I wish the one day I would have been here to actually be able to see the 110 more than just parked, pretty much. Would have been nice.
Hell no. So I sang I Want It That Way.
Okay. Not a bad song.
And there was a group of us that sang that. And then I sang...
Did you guys do the bit? Now number 5.
What?
The Brooklyn Nine-Nine bit?
Oh, Jesus.
I do it every time I hear that song now. I just
that
can't
didn't
not.
cross my mind.
I just can't not. Every time I hear that song now... I mean, if I'm doing karaoke, I'm going to sing it, obviously.
He's the one that killed my husband?
Yeah, he's like, oh, that was great. It was him. Oh, I forgot we were even doing that. It was him. He's the one that killed my husband.
So I did that, and then I was texting you actively, and I could tell you were a little sauced up on New Year's Eve.
A little sauced.
You were getting there, and I texted you, and I was like, the first time I sang, I did it with a group, but I was like, I want to get up and sing by myself.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm curious. Let's see how the texts were on New Year's Eve.
So I text you, and I was like, I'm getting up, and I'm going to sing. I was like, I chose a song that is not easy to sing.
Oh, fuck. What day was New Year's Eve?
The end of the year, last day of the year.
I know, but weekday. Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Well, no, Tuesday was Eve.
Oh, yeah. So I text you, and I was like, I picked a song that's not easy to sing. Not remotely easy to sing. Especially trying to sing in the style. You can tell, right?
No, I was laughing at the context of our conversation. Before I even got sauced. The first thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware. So, but I text you, and...
See, I even in the text message I said it. You said I just sang "I Want It That Way," and I said, "No way." We were just listening to that song earlier, and I belted my heart out and did the Brooklyn Nine-Nine bit.
Oh, that didn't. Okay. Anyway.
Damn, fuck you. So you don't read my text either.
No, I do. I was just half reading it.
Did you end up doing Kiss?
I was nervous, so I told you I was like, I'm gonna sing the song that's not easy to sing. I want like that. And I was like, I have to go for it. Because if you choose to sing "Kiss" by Prince for karaoke, you cannot half-ass it. You have to fucking just go.
Oh yeah, you have to go.
So I've got
all the way. Even if you sound terrible, you have to just. Ain't no particular.
Yeah.
You gotta go crazy.
So yeah, "Kiss" by Prince. I did it in karaoke. I have a video. Okay. It's not the whole song.
Okay.
I'll put it in here. We're gonna watch the whole thing. I'll put in a little bit here. That's good. I can't listen anymore.
That was not bad. That's pretty good.
Fine. I had fun though.
I have a question. Is it like a known thing for karaoke bars to add a little autotune to the mics? Because there was no way I was singing as good as I thought I was the other night at the karaoke place.
There was also alcohol.
No, this was before I was drunk. Like I didn't get drunk till I got to back to my friend's house. Like I was kind of tipsy at the bar or at the karaoke place because I hadn't eaten all day, and the first thing I drank was a double shot of amaretto or a double amaretto sour.
You just asked me if they had auto-tune to the karaoke microphones?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know, bro. It sounded a little too good, and I was like, I'm either just hitting every fucking note perfectly tonight because I was singing wicked. I'm like, I wasn't just singing regular fucking songs. Like I'm singing, I can sing, like actually sing Dancing Through Life properly, but like I'm over here singing No One Mourns the Wicked. I'm Not That Girl. Notes I cannot fucking hit, and I'm hitting them. So I'm like, this is either the mic that's got some shit on it, or I'm just doing really good today. But I don't know. So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if they auto-tune those mics.
Because they want, when people sing horribly, they don't want it to sound horrible.
But it wasn't a public place or like the open one. It was one of those like you have your own private room.
I've never been to those.
Yeah, it was my first time to one of those too. But it was basically just like they have like an open. It was kind of cool. They have an open dance room and like a dining area and like a DJ, and then that's where the main bar is. And then in the back is where they have like it literally feels like an office of cubicles, but they're all just they're all just soundproof karaoke like rooms. They're pretty cool though. I
still doubt it.
It's still pretty cool though.
So yeah, that was your. No, wait, you didn't do that on New Year's Eve. You did.
No, that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. The day before I left. So today's Sunday, Friday. It's Friday night.
Dang, that was the karaoke's so fun.
It really is. I've only ever done it twice, though. That was my second time. The first time was with my old coworker from Sinopolis for his birthday, and I sang songs I could not hit, but that time I was drunk, so I thought I was hitting these notes, and I was not.
The thing about karaoke is it doesn't matter if you hit the notes. It's all about
how
your performance.
Yeah, it's how much effort you put into it. Because if you half-ass it and you sound ass, I'm bored.
Yeah.
But if you sound ass,
like
but you
shit,
look
but you're fucking
great,
going for it,
you look like you're having the greatest time of your life. Not gonna name names. Only people that go to my school are gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. But there's a guy that went to my school who was like the biggest musical theater kid and like obsessed with this musical that he wanted to put up,
but can't sing.
But can't sing to save his life. I wish him the best, and I hope his voice gets better. But like at his current state, can't sing to save his life. Pretty good writing though. I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he's like genuinely trying.
He wrote his musical?
He wrote an entire musical, and like
that's cool.
Yeah, like it's a cool concept. Like the way he was trying to. This is gonna sound so horrible, but the way he was trying to like push it out and like tell people about it sounded so tryhardy. So I didn't care. It was one of those things where it was like, even if it's good or not, he was trying like a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
Like he was just trying so fucking hard to be like, yo, listen to this shit, instead of just like casually promoting it like normal people do. Like he's trying to force it in your face, and I was just like, I don't care, dude. But every time he would try to do that in like an assignment format, he would do like a song. He would preview a bit of one of his songs as like an assignment for a performance or whatever. And like I said, he can't sing, but man, the way that this man's performance was like, he would run through the fucking audience. Like he'd point his guitar as if it was like a little microphone and other people to sing to it and stuff. Like he could perform, and it's fun, but he can't sing. Yeah. So it was really entertaining to watch him. So like if I saw him at a karaoke bar, I'd fucking stay there all night. I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's because if you're like that karaoke bar, like a shocking amount of people that went up and sang were very good. Like, and that's not normal or enjoyable.
Yeah,
because
usually people just go to get drunk.
Because when everyone is a good singer, you're super paranoid that you're gonna get up and sound like shit.
Especially if everyone that sang good is right before you.
Yeah,
and then you get up, you're like fuck.
So, the thing about it is like there was one girl who literally like got up like she was looking for a fucking record deal, like sat in a chair, sang this song that nobody's heard of from the fucking 50s, and was like, I'm good, like. Fucking, I don't know what it was, but and everyone was just like, "Who is this for?" Mm-hmm. Like, it's New Year's Eve. We're all here to have fun, and get drunk. This isn't American Idol. Like that's what makes karaoke. If you can sing and you do that, you suck.
Yes and no, though, because the way that I would. Excuse is the wrong word. The way that I would defend someone doing that is, it's one of those things that, like I was explaining to you when I was doing the film a couple weeks ago, like when I'm in that scene and I'm reading the note and all that, and like I'm really in the zone, I don't care whether I look good, look bad, my performance is good or look bad. It's the most natural, realistic thing you're going to see. So if someone has a great voice and they want to get to that void, and the way that they do it is in a karaoke place because they don't care about judgment, and they don't want to be a performer. They don't want to be a musical artist. They just want to have a
chick
good...
was looking for it.
Well, okay, that's different. If she's like looks like she wants to be a part, if she looks like she wants to be a part of the industry and all that, and then she's like showing off,
she's also being a prima donna.
That's where the try hard part comes out, and I'm like, all right. Just fucking let's shut it down.
Like she was being.
But if it's like someone that seems like they're a little timid or a little like nervous, and they just genuinely want to like try it out, and they end up just singing so so beautifully and angelic that you're like, holy shit.
There were some people that were that.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I'm like, oh my god, that was amazing, and then people are usually gonna have that like super crazy reaction. But if you have someone like Lady Gaga coming up, and you can tell they know how to sing, they know how to perform, and all that, and they're just a try hard wannabe, then I'm like, all right. Tone it down. We're all just trying to have fun here.
Shout out Lady Gaga. I love you.
Huh?
Nothing.
What? Oh, Lady Gaga.
I love Lady Gaga.
Love Miss Lady Gaga. I was not dissing on her. I'm just saying, like, someone with an extravagant voice like hers coming out and being like, all this crazy shit, and people are just being like, all right, bitch, I'm just trying to get drunk and sing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun. And it wasn't busy at all because it was so foggy, but it was only down the street from where I live. Then you pushed your trip back a few days. It was New Year's, and I don't know. We talked about this before, but normally New Year's, I'm like, I really have to pee.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Normally on New Year's, I really have to pee. What an interesting comment. Well, hi. I hope you guys have been having a great New Year's. Or had a great New Year's. Never really done this by myself, so I'm just kind of trying to stall while he's peeing. But I don't know if you guys have any questions, any comments, if you want to know about certain things about us or just want to hear about a certain topic, just leave them in the comments. And like and subscribe, of course. Yeah, now I'm just looking around my apartment and why the fuck am I commentating this? Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Well, you should check out the footage at least for while you were gone peeing before Steven came out, because I had a little just.
Did you talk to him?
I did have a little commentary section.
Okay.
I didn't. Well,
I'll leave it.
It was an awkward commentary section, but I was.
How did you have an awkward conversation with yourself?
Because it was not. I don't just look at a camera and know what the fuck to do unless I have lines memorized.
Okay. I'm better at that.
I don't know how to improvise and do content off the rip. I know how to improvise in a scene, but not just off rip.
So where were we? Okay. So back to what I was saying. So normally New Year's Eve, or not normally, New Year's Eve. Normally for like New Year's, we had I literally screenshotted our phone call. It was a 3-hour phone call about this. It wasn't all about this. There was another big thing we were talking about that we won't get into.
What?
But we talked a lot about like normally New Year's resolutions. I think are incredibly stupid. I think the worst holiday of the year is New Year's.
I disagree.
New Year's Eve is so overrated. It's fun when you do it, but like it's just people going to drink and do stupid shit. And there's no day of the year where there's more accidents than New Year's Eve night and New Year's Day morning.
This is true. I just really love New Year's because it sets the tone for the year. If it's going to be good or not.
So normally,
because if a year ends good, then I'm like, all right, that was fun. That was fun. Let's continue it. But if it's as bad as like when fucking COVID hit, you're just waiting for another good year. So it's like 2021 came, still wasn't good. 22 came, still just drained it like fuck. 23 came, it was like fuck. And then finally, 24 had just knocked it out of the park with media, games, music. Yeah, we had some shit that makes a year bad like every year, but like it was the first year that I had a good fucking time in like a really, really long time. And that's why I love New Year's, because that's how it defines the entire fucking year. If you had a good New Year's, if the night ended good and you had a good recollection of the year, next year's gonna be great. Continue it.
I was ready to.
If it sucked ass, and you're like, "Fuck this! I'm done with the year right now. Let's take a shot. Fuck this! It's 2025. It's not gonna be a good year."
Yeah, I was ready to leave 2024 behind. It was like
there's a few things I left behind. But I like to carry a couple things over.
It was a significantly harder year than I think either of us are giving credit for.
Oh, it was. But I think it was more hard in the terms of like shaping our structure as a human being and who we are. That it's like, instead of just whining and pouting of like, fuck, this happened, it's like I went through all this shit and I still woke up this morning and I'm alive.
Yeah.
So was it really all that bad?
No, some of it was.
Well, I know, but again, I'm alive.
I know.
Was it really all that bad?
But normally New Year's resolutions, New Year's, all that stuff, like the thing I said is like New Year, new me is bullshit. Mm-hmm. It still is bullshit.
Yeah. I'm all for making goals, but the whole I'm a change, shut the fuck up. No, you're
not. Like
you're gonna change one personality trait about yourself, and then 6 months into the year, you're gonna forget about that personality trait, and then you're never gonna do it again.
Like I've always been the person of just like, if I'm gonna fucking do something or want to do something or make a change, I'm just gonna start doing it. Like I have I don't care. But something about this year, I think the big part of it for me, this year specifically, this New Year's, is that I moved here I moved here January 11th. So that's basically the new year. Like, that's 11 days into the new year. That's effectively just January.
Yeah.
So it was like, the second it was the new year, it's basically like I've been in LA for a year, which is fucking insane. Like, now I can go back and look at the videos. Like, the first vlog I made of me driving out and fucking crying in the car and, like, being terrified, like, that was a year ago. And like even driving around and like looking around and being like, a year ago I wouldn't stop at that gas station because I thought a gang member was gonna fucking rob me.
Fuck, so much shit did happen last year.
Like,
honestly, I think the reason that I'm like so satisfied with the result of 2024 for me was it was the first year that I actually like took it into account and realized it. Because the last 3 years prior to that, after COVID, were literally just
living,
hoping that the year was going to get better because media sucked, music sucked, so many fucking shootings and all this things was happening, like the mood with people and like all the other shit politically, like it just was not good at all. And it was just a year and a year and a year of just, all right, here's to another fucking year. But like, because so much shit happened, good and bad, last year, I actually had stuff to take into account and be like, all right, this happened. And I was actually able to recount my year. It wasn't just a wasted year. I actually can tell you, like, I remember from the moment you moved here to, I guess, now, and like, fuck, Dune was barely March. And I'm like, all this other shit, all these other movies that I watched, all these other shows, and I was like, it was this month. But then I'm like, damn, I can actually remember most of the year. So it was a pretty great year. And I'm excited for this year to keep it going.
Last year was, I talked about this. I told you, and I told my whole family. It's like, last year was the hardest year of my life. No holds barred. Like, going... It was really before I moved to Burbank. Like, that period when I was still bouncing around living places, it was like, that was the period of like, I'm still not eating much. Like, when I get food, I'm eating most of it at once if I can, because like, I don't know when I'm getting food again. And then like figuring the work out, figuring the job out, like getting used to living here. And now, God, my fucking nose.
I would say I have an allergy pill, but I'd be lying to you.
Lost my train of thought. And now that it's been a year, like, I feel like I've kind of adjusted to living here. And like we talked about the past few months, the last 3 months of this year was the closest I was to moving home. The last 3 months of 2024 sucked. Yeah. So now that it's the new year and like, not all of the stuff going on is resolved, but a lot of it is like I've had time to sit with it and with therapy and everything, like work through some of it. Some of it's fine. Like, and then being gone, I was gone for effectively 6 weeks at the end of the year. I was back for a week.
That's why we weren't uploading or doing anything.
Yeah. And now coming back is like, it's the new year. I have so much I'm working on. It's like, I have my job that I'm doing all the fucking clips for, and they're giving me more work. I'm finishing my EP. We have this, all the clips, fucking scoring Keanu's movie, and then like music videos, and you start performing. Like, all this stuff is just like we said, it was like basically that just boils down to like, I guess this is our time to lock in. Mm-hmm. Is like, all of last year was leading up to the simple, like, one realization of just like, now's the time. Is like, now I've adjusted to living here for the most part, and I've gotten through, like, other than like events that could occur that happens to everyone in life, me living here is not likely going to get harder than it had been. Yeah. So now it's simply just like, time to lock the fuck in.
Yeah.
Which is nerve-wracking, but like, it's where I'm at.
It's where we're at, because I'm in the same fucking boat. It's the first thing I said in that phone call. I was like, well...
No, it is not.
After the news I gave you, but then after that lasted for an hour, because I couldn't stop talking about her. what was I saying? That's when I was just like, yeah, it's time to lock the fucking. I ain't taking no shit for nobody. No bosses, no people, no friends, no nothing. It's time to lock the fuck in. So yeah,
that's like, and the perfect example of that is today. The past 24 hours of our lives.
Yeah.
You were just in Texas.
Yes.
I picked you up. We got
First
back.
time I was back home without my parents. It was weird.
We got We got back. You hung out. I sat on the balcony and made clips the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
We got done. Everyone went to bed. We stayed up, did your audition, and you were like, "This works," and I said no. And you're like, "I can do this," and I said no.
This is true. One of the things I told him in our conversation of we needing to lock in, I was like, I need to lock the fuck in on my self-tapes again because I still do. Not saying that I lose my energy and motivation, but sometimes I'm just so fucking tired of a bad script or not getting the line right that I'm like, that last take was whatever. And one of the main things I said in that fucking conversation was, don't let me do that. If I need to get the perfect take, whether I get one or two, I need at least one take that I'm looking at and I can react to other than just, ugh. Like, I can actually giggle to and be like, damn, that was nice. And he stuck to it, so I appreciate it. This January 5th, and you're already keeping me to my shit. I appreciate it.
Of course. And that was what I told you. It was like, part of this year is, even before we were recording, or I said last night, I was like, our conversation was fucking 3 hours long. I was like, in conversation, it seems a lot more fun than in practice. I was like,
but honestly, now that we've practiced it twice technically, because there's this, but there's other shit that I'm locking in on. I'm like, I honestly think it's just gonna be the toughness of like, the reason I lose motivation some days, I'm just so slumped and I have nothing to do and shit. I just have to lock in on those days, and instead of being like, I have 2 days to chill, I'm gonna relax one day. I'm gonna be like, no, I have 2 days to chill.
Work.
I need to relax for 6 hours and then lock in for a day and a half. Is what I need to start doing, and instead of like, yeah, I'll play Xbox for this. I'll do everything first, and then if I have time for Xbox, if I have time to just chill, then I'm doing that.
And that was the conversation. I was like, I need to start I was like, I need somebody to hold me accountable, so I'm gonna start holding you accountable for everything that you want to do, and you need to start holding me accountable for everything I need to do.
Exactly.
And like, like last night, I picked you up, came back, I made clips all night. You chilled because you had just gotten back. We got done. We shot your thing. And it was like, it could have taken us, you were like, it'll take us 15 minutes. It took us 3 hours.
Yeah. 3 lines. 3 lines for 3 hours. That's dedication, folks. That's how you going to see me on the big screen one day. Because 3 hours for 3 fucking lines.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But also at the same time.
Like, I was like, you need to change your outfit. He was like, this works. I'm like, no. It's like, just the little things is like, that's the that little thing is the determining, in my mind, the determining factor for people's success is like, why go that extra step because no one else will. That's the reason I
think part of the locking in is also realizing, like, I think I got so used to doing that of like, this is fine, that like I just do it so subconsciously now that like it was so easy for me to be like, yeah, let me just maybe throw away a whole fucking movie that I could probably be in because it's like, it's 3 lines. Damn. Like I said, I'm glad you fucking were like, no, because I'm like, I'm over here realizing now, I'm like, damn, I was fully ready to just be like, whatever. I can't be doing that shit no more. I can't be doing that shit no more.
And I've kind of gotten to that too of like, the music I'm making right now, the whole point of it was like, I need to have fun making music because the next thing I'm going to work on for music is going to be enjoyable, but so like gut-wrenching, like pour my heart out, that I just need to have fun and remind myself that this is all for fun before I go and do that. But it is also like the stuff I'm working on, like I recorded vocals a few days ago, like demo vocals, and I was like, these are really good. And I listened to them in the morning. I was like, these are dog shit. Like those little things of like, I told you, I was like, I figured out that a big thing for me is that I need to start going into the studio to record vocals simply because I don't like people hearing me sing when I'm recording.
Okay.
And then I can be like, then I can actually sing how I want to sing or how I feel I can. Like those little things, like that's what I think over time does it. It's like, we're locking in, baby. It's our year.
Oh, God. And remember, part of that also means I'm turning that honest meter from a 90 to 95.
I'll knock you the fuck out.
Or sorry, not 95, an 85 to a 90. 10%.
But you gotta watch the dick meter, though. Be careful of that.
Did you just not get any of the reference I was just fucking
No,
making?
we did.
What's the reference, bitch?
I don't know.
Interstellar. When he's talking to
Say
the
it again?
robots, the humor meter, honest meter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I'm turning that bitch to a 90 this year. Leaving that 10% because I can't be too honest. But if I don't like some shit, I'm going to fucking tell you. Because if we're truly locking in, I'm not letting you waste any more time. I'm going to be
That's fair.
Landyn, this is ass.
That.
Fix it. And you better, just like literally like last night, we were like, no. You need a good take. Tell me my shit's ass.
Yeah.
Lock in the fucking.
It works.
That being said, your music. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I'm kidding.
I gotta go. Yeah. So it's not even like New Year, New Me. It's more like, I don't know. I just think it's like I've been here a year.
New Year, same me, but bitch, I woke up.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm trying to think of a clever way so I can have a title for the episode. New Year. No, I don't know. Anything I say is going to sound like some white lady t-shirt. So,
New Year,
New Year, same me.
New Year, new beginning.
That's almost what I said.
No way.
That's almost what I said. But like, I don't know. It's cool. Like the thing is just, I've been here a year now, and now it's like, okay, I made it. I proved to myself I can make it. Now it's about doing survive. Now it's about okay, time to every little thing I've been neglecting. Not anymore.
Still trying to think of a good New Year.
So am I.
I'm like, fuck. I don't want to be quiet right now, but I'm like, what works?
New Year.
New Year, screw fear.
Hell no.
I know that was terrible, but I'm just rhyming at this point.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I saw 2020 Thrive. That's not bad. Instead of 2025, 2020 Thrive.
That was terrible.
I didn't even come up with it.
That was bad.
I kind of like it. 2020 Thrive. It's got a ring to it.
This is why you own the channel.
It's a white lady. It's a white lady thing. It definitely got a white lady ring.
You can put whatever titles you want. Because if I had the control over the titles, you would hate me.
We would, even though we're not monetized, we would be more demonetized.
This is very true.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new year in general. And there's so much going on. Yeah, I don't know.
Like what?
I told you.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up. I'm also
Name one.
I got nothing. But yeah. And then what are your other New Year's resolutions though? Because I know.
I mean,
I still have some.
truthfully, other than just fully locking in, is I know this sounds hypocritical, but I'm truly going to do it because of what I noticed being back home. I'm going to try to smoke a lot less to tone down the brain fog.
Cigarettes or weed?
Weed. Because if there's one thing I really have noticed completely, is when I go back home and I'm literally only smoking carts from there. It's not even real weed, so I'm not getting what the effect I'm getting from the weed here. It's whatever they do out there. So it's not as strong, it's not as potent. So I'm still getting the high or whatever. I'm still getting the high, but it's not as potent, effective as the one out here is. So I don't get the brain fog, and then I'm like, oh, this is how I used to do it. That's why it didn't bother me so much growing up in high school, and why it didn't affect me so much in my classes and all that, is because the weed out there is different. The one out here, it's real. So it's so strong and stuff that it gives you that brain fog effect that I wasn't used to till I moved here. But I've been so used to it for the last 2 years. But when I really think about it, I'm like, damn, that's what I be doing some days on my lazy days. I'm just I'll smoke first, and then I get so brain fogged and tired that I'm like, I'll do this in an hour. And then I spend 3 hours on TikTok, and then I'm like, I'm going to take a nap, and then I waste a whole day.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm going to quit completely because it's still fun, of course, but I'm probably going to quit the daily, maybe cut it to a couple times, just per session, or just hang out with friends and stuff, just to so that I can truly lock in on days. If I'm not doing absolutely fucking anything, I'm gonna stop myself from smoking. Because
Yeah,
that's how I really started being a stoner. Was like if I'm genuinely not fucking doing anything, and I like at least today I can already say, all right, we filmed an episode of the podcast,
this
whatever.
is our first one.
Yeah, like we filmed an episode of the podcast, and then I have work later, so I know there's things I'm going to do and accomplish today.
Yeah.
So I can smoke, chill, whatever. But the days that I literally don't work, don't have anything, don't have plans, I'm just chilling at home, and like maybe I clean, maybe I play Xbox, but whatever. I end up just being like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke, and then I just spend the whole day doing nothing. So those days are the days that I have to quit the weed for that, just to not have that brain fog and be like, if I'm sitting on the couch, I can at any moment be like, okay, now I have to do this, and I won't be like slugged out. So
yeah, I think that I like that. Mine is, I don't know, the workout. I've got my planners over there that I bought, like a 2025 planner and like a
I'm gonna buy a journal for myself for notes.
There's a shit ton of stuff in there. One of them, I want a 6-pack by April. I gained some weight when I was in Iowa, and my runs have been horrible. My heart rate hit 207 a few days ago on my run.
I need to get back to the gym. I stopped going like a month ago, and then I just went back to out of the loop.
A 6-pack by April is pretty achievable for me. It's I've never had a 6-pack before. That'd be really cool.
I've never had any kind of visible muscle, so
that, and then I want to work on my compulsions, like in my OCD stuff. Like, depending on how the year goes, especially if we're gonna move in together, we'll see. Me, you, and Yusuf, maybe. I would be a horrible roommate, like, because I'm so anal. Like, everything's color coded. Everything has to be like.
See, that's the beauty of having your own room. We can all come.
It would be everywhere.
No, but what I'm saying is we can all come to an agreement of like the living room because that's the living space. But your room, do whatever the fuck you want.
But
I'll give you that. I'll give you your room. But if you start trying to color code the whole fucking house and shit without discussing it with us,
everything has to be like lined up straight. Everything has to be. Every surface has to be not clean, but like not. It's not clean. It's like visibly dirty. I don't care about germs. I just don't like any.
And that's the same argument I've had with you about like how me and my roommates sometimes will have this table right here dirty and stuff. It's because this is genuinely our hangout space.
Yeah, I had to wipe it off.
All of us. Yeah, like our room is, my room's right here, their room's right there. It's just a smaller apartment, so of course this is like the living space that we congregate. We're not going to go into our room and take our stuff if it's all right here. But if we're living in a bigger place and we all have our own rooms, like most of the things that I bring to the table here, bring to the table here, I would instead bring to my room. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go eat this food in my room, watch a couple videos or a couple movies or like a movie or so, and then when I'm done, like I'll come out and hang out in the living room. We can play an Xbox game or Jackbox or something. But like it wouldn't be as compiled here as it is with us here just because of how small this apartment is.
But no matter what.
So if anything would get messy and stuff, it'd be my own room because that's my own space.
Yeah. No matter what, I need to work on like the obsessive little compulsions. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's a good.
And I need to stop biting my lip because since I've started painting my nails, I was like, because I started painting them, I was like, I need to stop biting my nails.
For me,
because I would bite them until they bleed, and I would just started biting my lip.
For me, I've been so self-conscious lately for the last like, when was this? August. So yeah, like since like mid-August, when I went back to visit in Texas for the first time in the summer.
Oh yeah.
I had a self-tape that I had to do, and my teacher wasn't in town, and they were remodeling the studio. So she was like, just go to Emily's, which is one of our actor classmates that later on became like a teacher or whatever to help out with self-tapes. I went to tape with her, and she is very locked the fuck in. So she's the one that will give you notes that will make you self-conscious about yourself and be like, fuck. And one of the notes she gave me was, close your damn fucking mouth. Because a lot of times, like,
You just show it.
Like, I'll have my mouth open as, like, if I'm listening to someone or talking to someone in a conversation, like, if I'm not speaking, I'll just be like,
oh, I didn't.
So, like, I do that. And I've noticed it a lot, too, like, on planes, when I'm, like, my nose, like, the pressure gets going and, like, my nose gets clogged, and I'm, like, I think it's because of my nasal problem that I'm that I'm a mouth breather, that I'm so used to having my mouth open that much because my nose is clogged 50% of the fucking time. But yeah, that was something that I started noticing like in my self-tape. I'm very locked in on my self-tapes to make sure that like if I'm like that's the one thing I'm fully focusing besides my lines and everything is like I need to make sure when I'm just staring, close my mouth. Regardless if my nose is clogged or not, just close my fucking mouth because if not, I'm going to look like this or I'm going to look like... And it just looks weird. So I started noticing that and like really fucking locked in and changed that. But yeah, I've still just like, even in general, just talking to people or just living day by day, I get so self-conscious about it now. I'm like, is my mouth open right now? And I just like, you'll probably, if you rewatch this, you'll catch me a couple times.
I've never noticed.
Like noticing it and I'll go...
I've never noticed that.
Look out for it now. You'll notice the moments I like notice it because I'll be like probably like half open. And I'm like, oh shit.
Fuck. Yeah. Any other New Year's resolutions? I'm trying to think. There's things we're gonna do this year. We're very.
I need more honest with myself.
I need to get more. Well, I was talking like fun stuff.
That's fun because then I am not a bitch.
Yeah. I need to get my passport, but we're very likely going to Germany this year. If we have money. Who knows? But
if I get paid for this damn commercial, I can start saving up.
You're getting more than you were. You'll be fine. I need to get my passport. I'm becoming a fucking California resident, which is that's crazy.
I think it's time that I do it too. I need to change my ID because then I can start getting the benefits like Disney and Universal passes.
I need to do it for taxes. But going over what?
Why?
Because I would have to pay Iowa and California income tax if I don't.
I'm not paying double tax.
Yeah, but it's complicated. It's whatever. But fuck. Leave the state. The goal we set last year at Comic-Con of one of us needs to get famous enough that we can go to the Fantastic Four premiere.
To the premiere, yeah.
That's still a goal. I think we can do it. I just think
that's such a far-fetched goal because when you think about it...
It would have to be either...
Maybe, dude, I'm telling you, if it's going to be either two of us, it's going to be you. Because think about it in my case. I booked something that's big enough that's going to get to that point.
It comes out in November.
That's still 6 months of filming.
Yeah.
And let's say it takes them another 6 months to do post-production and all
February.
that. Ain't nobody going to fucking see this shit for another year. I'm not getting invited to this premiere.
Yeah.
It's going to pass. No one's going to know who I am. I'll get invited to the next one. But for me, it's like any superstardom for me would have to come through the internet.
Yeah.
Because anything through film is not going to be seen for 6 months to a year. So it's like anything crazy enough to that level to get me would have to be through internet stardom, and I don't want that.
Yeah, it would have to be from clips from this, or from me. So it's like that's more on me of like I really need to lock the fuck in because I really want to go to that Fantastic Four premiere. Give us tickets.
Give us tickets, Marvel, please. Kevin Feige, I love you. I've been following your work since the Fox universe.
I'll give you a kiss.
I'll give you the biggest kiss. Bob Iger, if you're watching this, I filmed right next to your house 2 weeks ago. Love you.
Bob Iger, I know where you live.
Please let me do Mickey next.
No.
Thank you.
Regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Stop.
No.
Oh, we're going to Comic-Con this year.
Okay, yes, we are. San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. It's going to be a busy year.
When was that again? September?
It's July.
Oh, my God. We went in July.
Yeah, because we went in July.
Fuck, I was still here.
Right after I got back from Seattle.
I keep forgetting this was the first summer that I didn't go home for 3 months. Because I usually go home right as soon as we're out of school.
Being
but
an adult.
I dropped out.
Yeah,
I dropped out. So there's not really an end of school for me. It's just kind of, this is normally when the kiddos are out of school. Let me go home.
Like you were talking about spring break. I was like, you're not in school. There's no such thing as spring break.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when they're on spring break to go visit them is what I meant. Because they're in a school program.
It's gonna be a busy fucking year.
Yeah, it is. Already these first 3 months, I have one event each month.
I have more
fully
than that.
planned out. Well, I have more than that, but off the top of my head, I know for a fact.
What's in March?
There's the spring break. It's the first week.
Oh yeah, what's in February?
I forgot what movie it was. movie I watched that I can't say that I've already watched.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Can't wait to see that finished product.
But and then
just that month, I love Valentine movies.
February is going to be very busy for me because that's when the EP will be done, and that's where we need to shoot 6 music videos.
Oh my. Okay.
And I'll very likely
give me the lyrics to a couple songs, and I'll start thinking of like music video ideas to help with.
Okay. It's going to be a very busy year. But the thing, like last night we had the conversation, you were like, you can't take one night off. I was like, I am. Tuesday when we're going to the premiere.
True. Question. I lost my train of thought as soon as I was going to ask. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Would you want to do a short film type of music video for any of your songs? Or just straight music videos? Because if you want to do a short film...
I don't have the money for that. I would, but I would rather...
The money is... You don't need the money. You have fucking Keanu. You have Dre.
I don't want to not pay anybody.
Do you know when that cut?
Not a clue. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's going to be an incredibly busy year. It's going to be a great year though.
It'll be a fantastic year.
It was like ooh, how about the year of Landyn? That's pretty narcissistic.
Very narcissistic, especially because I'm also in that thumbnail.
How about I leave you out of this thumbnail? And
no, you bitch.
I take me and then I flip it and I make it me looking at me.
No. No.
I'm kidding. I really want to tie a tagline for this year, even though that's cheesy. It's kind of my thing.
What if I come up with a tagline because I can never come up with one?
We need to say it.
Fuck, I don't know.
That's it.
Ave Maria.
How about
Seven Landyn Declassified?
No. It sounds like fucking FBI files.
No, the seven Landyn's Declassified Guide to whatever the fuck that one. The Knights Declassified.
I don't like that show. It was fine.
What?
That awkward? No, I don't do that.
I love that show. I love that. I loved Hannah Montana.
That's different.
I loved Zoe 101.
The things that show was so like inherently
Drake and Josh.
awkward. Regardless, this is the year of. I still like 2020 Thrive.
Okay, Karen.
Shut up. The year of beginnings is too cheesy. Nothing.
I was joking.
Well, you said New Year, New Beginnings. That's different.
I was joking.
New Year.
It was being cheesy, especially the way I said New Year's, New Beginnings. Like, come on.
Old Dreams, New Year. Old. I'm trying to make it a little more clever.
Old Dreams, New Year.
Our dreams are old. We've wanted to do this forever.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Old Dreams, Chapter 7. Like, it's
shut up. This is dragging. We need to end it. I'll think of something, and that'll probably be the title.
We'll think of a tagline. It'll be
the title of the episode.
It'll be the title. But,
anyways, Happy New Year. I'm glad to be back. I really did miss doing this. Like watching the episodes to make clips for and stuff, and like editing the episode, the last episode, the best of 2024 episode. It made me realize how like much fun and therapeutic this is.
Yes,
but
I also liked when you do it.
Happy New Year
on the podcast. It's very fun videos.
I have been your future favorite pop star, Landyn Zane,
and I have been the other host, Sebastian Miquilarena.
Happy New Year. We will see you next week.
See you next week.